literally just do that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, I started the moment Jaffe walked in. Did you really just shower?
Yeah.
What the
I showered.
hell?
I fucking woke up and I turned my computer on. That's the first thing I did, and then.
And then he messaged me.
7-minute shower. I mean, like, so like you're what, clean right now?
Yeah, I'm clean as can be.
What the hell?
He's a
What?
dirty boy.
How long does it take you to shower? What the fuck?
10 minutes at least.
Wait, so what? I get 3 minutes shorter than you, and you fucking.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna be showing our group chat a lot if ever I have to do anything on here. So don't post anything that could delete my channel. All right. Keep this podcast chat clean,
You
cause
don't want to see my schlong?
if I gotta plug the thing right here, I need to. You YouTube. Oh my God, channel's dead. It's over, guys. Pack it up. It's gone. It's over. Too much. Too late. Real in the chat. All right, so I'm gonna just get this out of the way right now. Oh my lord, that chat's going up to the screen. Let's go to the Minecraft overlay. Yes, sir. And monitor cap on. Thank you. Okay, so we're probably going to be ignoring most of chat. I mean, we might be shooting the shit. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna greet everybody, and then that'll basically be it. Yura wants us to get off her screen. Nathaniel, welcome everybody. I want the mods to kind of know what's up, so that they can sort of moderate that and tell us, you know, that we are reading chat. And we are going to pull topics if it's relevant, but we'll mostly just sort of, you know. Benz is epic. Ignoring me? Excuse me. Get in here, Yura. Turn your camera on.
No, you are. You specifically told me not to watch the stream so that I wasn't distracted.
Maybe. I don't know what you're talking about. This is Benz, everybody. This is our friend.
Chill. Chill.
You know, so many people don't know what you look like. Like, it's
This is
kind
the
of
first
weird.
time It's the
That's
first
true.
time I've seen what his face ever. It's just
Really? I've
100%.
posted pictures in Discord before.
Yep,
I
I've seen
don't-
pictures.
I don't pay attention.
The funniest thing to me is that he's not shy about it. Like, if anybody asks, like Skulls did, I mean, he'll just show you. I mean,
I sent him a picture of myself.
yeah,
I
it's
don't.
not that.
Well, I mean, what's he got to be ashamed of?
But how
When-
else are we
he's
supposed to
beautiful.
prove that he's not a catfish unless we do exactly this? I mean,
To be quite honest with you, the last time I asked Benz for a picture of him, I'm pretty sure he sent me a picture of the black dude from Lucifer.
Ish, what?
Lucifer's
Pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure that's the way that conversation went. So,
Really?
yep.
Huh.
you
I
know,
don't
that's an
think so.
interesting way to go about that, you know? I'm not gonna lie, when I first met him, okay, I mean, what else was I supposed to think? That black dude with the fucking RPG, I thought that was him. I mean, what else was I supposed to think? I mean,
Yeah, that was me.
come on, that's all I had to go off of.
Yep, Benz exists solely as a video game avatar.
Everyone thought he was black.
Oh.
I know, Nick Love. Sig, turn your camera on, and Jaffe.
I don't
You're-
have a camera.
Ira's getting angry. Sig's internet
I
couldn't
mean,
handle it,
lie.
and
I
Jaffe's.
literally don't have a camera, and even if I did, my internet would not be able to handle it.
I'm
Jaffe,
the
what's your
exact same
excuse?
boat.
Oh,
I don't
the
have a
internet.
camera.
I feel like I should just like draw my best interpretation of you two, and then just sort of like put that on the screen.
I got this. I got images of myself. I'll just drop one in the Discord chat.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, there's pictures of me out there, so if you want one, just grab one and just stick it in that spot.
We should take that time that you were an extra on that show, and then just like loop it as your as your camera.
When I was on Army Wives?
Yeah.
I mean, you can do that.
I don't know. I think it'd be a funny way to like replace your webcam with just like a looped video of you.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean,
this could totally work out. I mean, the lips wouldn't sync up, but I mean,
Nah.
you
and
know,
No
never-
way.
I never
That's
talked on the
Jaffe.
show.
That's me with my niece.
Jaffe, this just in. Panda says he's quote, "I've offered to buy the fucker a camera," unquote.
That's true. He has offered.
Have you
but
declined a camera from him?
Yeah, I've turned it down. I'm not letting him spend money on me. Are you insane?
Unbelievable. What do you mean? Like, I thought Benz was 16. No, Benz is the
Oh,
oldest one in the group here.
No.
Well, actually, Sig is older than him.
Well, okay, he's
What?
as high as the chart will go. Sig's kind of is on his own deal.
Wow. Fibro and I had a conversation about him being older than me. He thought I was older than him for some reason.
I mean, it's not even close. You could be his son.
Yeah, he's easily like 15 years older than me, 20 years older than me.
Jesus, that's. Ah, we got some old people in here.
He has
No,
a son
no,
that's, I think,
he's not that
20.
much old. No, he's only in his early 50s.
Oh God.
So he's only like 12 or 13 years.
Somebody's old on the internet is like 26, in my opinion.
Damn, I'm
Crowd's
almost
basically
there.
gray-haired. Oh no, Benz, you're young and fresh. Okay, you're good to go.
I'm
I'm
perfectly fine.
24. I'm close.
You're 20. I thought you were 25.
No, I'm 24. I'll be 25 in September.
Well, that's not so bad. All right.
September 9th?
Jeffy, how old are you?
19.
I'm 20. I'm the same age as you, Beast.
Oh wow. May 11th. So we're like
Yep.
59 days apart.
I was
49.
gonna say I'm like a month,
Wow.
almost 2
We're
months older than you.
basically the same age. High five.
Don't-
We're not old, Ira. You're old.
That was unnecessary.
But
Beast, we've had that conversation when we first met 4 years ago, 5 years
oh,
ago.
I'm
Really?
supposed to remember 5 years ago
And we've had this conversation like at least once a month.
when you and the dude chick came into our server and started running around and
The dude chick.
Okay, at the time, her name was Bailey. Her name is still Bailey. His name is still. Their name was Bailey.
very complicated situation.
Their name was Bailey, and
Oh, it's a
they
they
are
now.
genetically a female. But then they started self-identifying as a male, which is fine. Whatever. I have no issues with that. But it just confused both me and Beast because I've only known.
Now, the
Bailey
one
as
time I talked to her,
a female.
I was like, sounds like a dude. I mean, honestly, and
I
I
know,
just
no,
and then she was so angry she never spoke to me again. And then proceeded to transition to a man. Well,
it was a confusing thing for me.
it was
too,
a very hard time for everybody. I mean, once the surgery's done, she'll have a really hard time.
Oh my! I don't
Easy
think
there,
it's
Killa.
I
Easy
don't
there,
think it's
cowboy.
functioning when you have surgery. I don't think it can.
We do need a
Different.
famale. Ira, you're close enough. You want to join? You guys.
Everybody gives that a pregnant pause.
Wow, the phrasing here is just unbelievable right now.
Big yikes! Yeah.
It is complicated times. Like back then, it was not. I don't know. Whatever. It was just she was young. We were much young. Oh my god, I was only 14, 15 at the time.
No,
Like-
we were. I think we were 16 when
Maybe.
we met.
We're talking
Jeffrey, I was
about before I made YouTube videos. We're talking about before. This is the world before the Minerva world that we ended up naming Minerva. So like there was the world that I played on and I advertised on my Instagram and that's how I met Jaffe. And then there was that was season 0, as I call it, because it was only in season 1 that we actually named it Minerva. Because I'm like, all right, if I'm gonna make videos, we finally need to lock down on a name for this, and Minerva stuck. Oh, is it on the back of my shirt? Oh, it is. Look at that. Yeah, I wore my Minerva shirt just for this.
Beast, you know what's funny?
No.
Is me and Bailey actually came on the server to troll around,
Mm-hmm.
and
I
then
know.
when we got in the call with you, I ended up liking you guys so much we never fucked with you whatsoever.
I know. That's yeah. Jaffe used to be a major troll, and he used to take just stints of like just 3, 4, 5, 6 month just breaks from our group, and we would think he's dead, and then and he would just be trolling servers, just demolishing economies, just fucking around with everybody, getting himself banned, and then he would just come back to Minerva and not mess up anything. I honestly felt like we had tamed an animal, because all he had to come back with are war stories of the things he'd done, the villages he'd ransacked. But then on Minerva, it was all cool.
It's kind of weird to think about, you know. It's
Stelly saying, used to be 350 bunnies. Remember that? Oh.
And then you got the other end of the spectrum where Benz came in not knowing anything about Minecraft
True.
Still barely do.
and joined and built his first dirt hut with us.
Oh my god.
Chill, you liked my hut. I got thrown
was-
into pyramids with pressure plates and dickhead looking at me like, hey, why isn't it going off? And then
That
there goes
happened with
everything.
Ira said she was trolling me all the same, and then just accidentally became friends with me. I tend to
I
have
believe
that
that.
effect on people. We tame a lot of trolls on our server. Like, people come in thinking, oh, I'm gonna act out and get banned, and then they just don't get banned, and then everybody's cool with it, and then they settle down, and some of our longest lasting members were trolls who just stopped trolling. I mean, you
I
know.
wouldn't say I stopped trolling. I don't mess around on Minecraft anymore, but I troll people still constantly.
Oh, I can't help myself. I mean, holy
Right?
shit.
One of my fondest memories in this community has been that one time that there was a couple of guys who joined a call and were just shouting all kinds of terrible things and, curse words and all kinds of shit. And I got in the call with them and I was like, who hurt you?
What?
Do you need a hug?
And did they tell you?
And they didn't know how to respond, it seemed like, for a bit there. It was super funny. They ended up leaving the call. It was great.
No
It's
cool
like,
was saying he was a troll.
I got a great
What?
photo to show one of my
Oh,
favorite parts
yes.
in
Oh,
What
this
do you
yeah.
mean was?
this Discord. It was so funny.
Oh my god, you're bringing up the Natalie picture again.
Oh, no.
Which one?
The one I'm sending right now. It was
Alright.
just so random because none of you guys were there. I was just in a random call with a bunch
Oh,
of people, and then Harry Potter and Voldemort just pop into the voice chat, and we're all looking there like, what's going on here? Are we about to be a part of some shit? It was
You know-
so funny.
okay, I'm gonna bring this up because he's asked twice now. Stelly keeps asking for good stories. Are you listening, or are you... Is the podcast... Are we muted here, Stelly? Are you listening? God damn, we're talking about stories right now.
He's just watching on mute.
Unbelievable. No. Like, ugh. He's mad at me now. The answer who hurt you, I always hated that one, because, like, no, you're like, well, I can try to remove my overlay. That's a good idea. Here. This is, like, the most I can do without just losing all of my information, but if that's better for you, then great. Like, who hurt you? That's not always accurate, but
No,
I
but
don't
it
know.
was super funny.
It is. It can be. Oh god, no, yeah, she wants the overlay back. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're gonna work on something more official than what I've got here. Talk to Stelly. No, we have some plans, and I think it'll be good. Oh, Ero's moving. No, Ero, you're not a cow. You're beautiful. Stop it. Oh, she's deleting your messages. I think it was a typo.
Oh my!
No, that's funny to go back here, because oh man, there are people on Minerva that have been around for so long, you know? Like, there are people you wouldn't even know. A lot of people know Viral at this point. It was, like, before I even met Jaffe. I mean, before I played Minecraft. And there are people I don't even know anymore. Like we've seen some people pop up on the streaming that were, like, number 38 in the join list on the server. I'm like, you've been here for 3 years, and how are you so quiet in our group?
Who was the guy from Alaska?
Likla.
I still have him on Snapchat.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
I see his stories occasionally in Alaska. I'm like, wow, that looks horrible. Fuck that.
That looks horrible.
Well, it's always so dark there, and it's so snowy and cold. It's like, no.
One of my oldest texts to him was it was asking him if he had enough firewood for his igloo that night.
I remember you said that.
He was not happy with me. I keep getting asked about Save the World. No, I can't queue any missions. I have some good plans for this month, honestly. Like, I won't be able to stream it really, but I have some really big videos planned, and I think if I reuse some old gameplay, I'm gonna be able to convince a lot of people that I'm not even banned, and I'm kind of excited for it.
I'll give you gameplay.
That would be good too.
No,
Yeah.
I'm serious.
No, I know. I don't know if I'll need it. I'll see though. I have to look into it. And a lot of it's
Well,
not that
New
serious.
weapons and stuff.
Yeah, I know the new weapons we'll have to talk. Yeah. I want to talk about all the best weapons in the game, which I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's too much to talk about here, but it's a good lineup. I think if I cover every category plus a supercut, I mean, I've got like 11 big videos planned that you know, I get priority. What are you talking about, Ira? What are they talking about? And I
I'm
mean,
not reading chat.
I put it right first in the title, and that's sort of why I'm bringing it up, because well, I mean, simply put, I got banned for exploiting. It seems as though they saw me doing running the dupe glitch in the video, and then, suspended me for 30 days, and they don't seem to be banning anybody else. I've even heard other content creators running it right now who are just totally unscathed, and I don't know. I was made an example of, so I've been telling people that even. I was a little mad today when somebody was like, oh my god, are they banning people? I'm like, nope, just content creators, dupe away.
No, not even content. I swear to God, it's just you. Like
Me
you
and
me went
Tactical
through-
Plays. Those are the only two people I've confirmed are banned.
You and me went through YouTube a little bit yesterday, and we saw a lot of Save the World streamers who posted that glitch who are unscathed.
And
Who have
still
more
making
subs,
videos. I mean,
Still making, yeah.
ridiculous. But
Toxic.
I don't understand why 30 days. Yeah, no, I even went the human approach. I emailed them. They got back to me today. I was like, so right after a major update during the holiday season, we're going straight through to 2020. He's like, oh, I know it's unfortunate timing, but you gotta wait the required amount. I'm like, wow.
That's what they sent
Okay.
you?
Yeah, that's exactly what they said. And it's a very, I mean, like, I don't know. It's out of his hands, I think. It's like, oh, well, the ban's been hit, and we've got proof, and that's it. 30 days. Like, wow. That's extremely
What about the
arbitrary
rest?
and pointless and targeted and unfair and wow. I mean, you shouldn't be offended, Lily. It's a podcast. I'm picking comments very selectively so we can further the narrative here.
What did you just upload, Sig?
I figured if you wanted a picture from my time when I was on TV, there's
Oh
that.
god, no. That's not
They did a fantastic job on the special
They
effects.
did. That was
I
perfectly
genuinely thought that was real. I was like, did Sig get jumped? What the hell?
And yeah, Nathaniel, the whole situation has been very, very good for the channel, as many of you have noticed. 10.5. That is 10,500 subscribers, and I do believe that we hit that right on the nose. I'll pull up a side screen here. I think I can go right to the dashboard, actually. Yeah, right for you guys. Yeah, 501. We hit it right on the dot, which is just unreal. Thank you to all the new subscribers. That's in the last 4 days.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, honestly, the only thing that could have bumped me more than the dupe glitch itself was getting banned for the dupe glitch. And the only thing that could make that go any higher would be somebody posting on Reddit about it, which is what happened. So I think, it's a bummer I won't be able to play for 30 days, but the silver lining is shining pretty bright here, I think. Honestly. It was funny the different... Yeah.
I see the silver lining.
Yeah. I mean, it was funny the difference because Tactical Plays, his mom was all freaking out. She's like, oh my god, are they going to sue us? Yada, 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 which is, of course, an overreaction for this kind of thing. My whole family is, like, figuratively popping bottles, like, popping champagne. Oh my god, this is so great. They're like, this couldn't have been better for you. It's great that you got banned. I'm like, yeah. It is.
Even bad publicity is publicity.
And I think it's good publicity because yes, it's a situation that's maybe not like the happiest thing. Obviously, like, oh, you got banned for whatever. I mean, there are a lot of sides to that, but in reality, I think a lot of people are seeing my channel that's full of non-dupe glitches, informative videos, good content, and I mean that Reddit post was the Fortnite subreddit, not all of Fortnite, not Fortnite Battle Royale. Fortnite saved the world, literally my target audience. I mean, that's a lot of very relevant eyeballs hitting that button recently, which is really, really, really cool.
Barry brought up something that I think we should address. He's saying episode 2.
I should have had this prepared. Let me go on it
Nope.
down.
We're not addressing that at all.
How could we not? This is this is
Because
technically
it's more fun to
speaking.
make them wonder.
This is technically speaking our second episode. Let me
That
pull
doesn't
this
count,
up.
I wasn't there.
You were though, I think.
Not
I
really.
wasn't.
Weren't you? Sig was in the call. He's right there.
I don't think I was there for a
You
lot
were.
of it.
Your name is right here.
How drunk was I?
Probably very. I mean, like you could see him in the call the whole time.
Yeah, that happens, but that doesn't mean I was actually there.
You seem pretty active. I don't know, man.
I don't remember it at all.
I mean, most people don't. I mean, it wasn't very, I don't know. So technically speaking, this is the second episode, and I wanted to be consistent, but we're not, Oh, that's, yeah,
That's
that's
what we're all about as a group.
not
Consistency.
English. Consistency. Yes, this might be the second technical episode, but it's not at all the same format, people, or anything. I don't know.
Couple years apart.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where's
Do you
my
think we could have
backflip,
gotten...
Stelly?
What?
Stelly wanted me to do a backflip, so I just did a backflip.
Wow, that's impressive.
You like that shit?
That's good stuff. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, we're trying. So the format that we've been talking about is obviously getting Chriselle in here at some point because he's a fun guy. We wanted to keep it to 4 of us for now. I wanted like the core, regular group. It would be at least Sig, Jaffe, and I, and then Benz or Skulls or Chaser. People could come and go, and I just don't want too many people all in here at once. I keep wanting to use the cooks in the kitchen analogy, but then Sig would be the only one, and so it's. I thought it would be
see
best.
What you did there.
I think it would be best if we kept it to like 5 people or less, and then sort of figure out who's going to be on week to week. And I don't want anybody to feel left out, but it's literally impossible. So yeah, obviously Skulls, Ira, Chriselle, Chaser, like we see you guys 100%. I mean, it's going to happen. It's a Minerva podcast, but you get too many people on the call at once and it's chaos. And I think this is a good, quieter way to start.
Yeah, I actually had a conversation with Iron earlier today about that because he got brought up by Blob in the Discord when we were talking about the podcast coming up, and I didn't want him to think that we were like, "Oh fuck, Iron, not gonna happen," But there's also the issue of time zones and stuff that we have to consider. For him, it's like after 11 o'clock at night right now. Matt, it's the same thing. Tom, Joe, everybody's going to have issues with keeping up with time zones and everything. And we're trying to work it out where we're keeping this on a scheduled time every Monday, 4 o'clock.
Right.
Or 4 o'clock my time, 3 o'clock your time. But I think that that's a good thing for us to do is to set a schedule for ourselves and work around that every time.
Yeah.
So it'll be difficult for some people to join us, but we'll try to make concessions where we have to.
And that's another reason was like Sig, Jaffe, and I can be here every week, and I mean, we can at least make that, a more consistent thing.
What about me, scumbag?
Well, Benz can come too. No, I'm just being
Well,
facetious.
Actually, one of the things that was brought up is that once I start work again, I probably won't be able to be here every week. So that's where we came up with we'll just
Yeah.
substitute him out.
Right. And I don't mean to be leaving you out, Benz. That's the thing that's so tough about this is like, even, Jaffe can't be here, so he won't even be the most regular member. Like, we'll make it work every week. I think we'll pre-plan and then try to give everybody a shot, but, whatever.
Sure.
Yeah. As it stands, I'm pretty sure I'm well locked in on being able to be here Mondays at 4 my time.
It'd be pretty hard to run the show if I wasn't here.
Yeah.
No, we don't need you. What are you talking about?
So,
I'm happy to
so
sit out if you could figure it out. Dropping my stream
Oh.
key. That would be hilarious.
Just give me the password to your YouTube channel.
You don't need it. You just need a stream key, and you could just stream on my channel.
Log right in.
Ira's trying to beg us. She's trying to chant that we don't need bees. Ira, I don't think you could live without me. That's
No, we
my
don't need-
that's my contrary. Did she just assume I have a sleep schedule? No, Tom Joe, I would never be so bold. Benz, what kind of headset do you have? Someone made a comment on it, Canoe did, and
Astro 850s.
you got quite the aesthetic going on there. Matching your
it's cute,
chair.
right?
Yeah.
Green. Ooh.
Green, black. Now you just need a green and black shirt.
Yeah, and then when he chroma keys for his background, his chair and his headset will just disappear.
Or
Okay,
Or-
buddy.
now, Ben, hear me out. Instead of a green and black T-shirt, you could just wear no shirt.
You would like that, wouldn't you?
That was why I was suggesting it. Yes, I would. I would deeply appreciate that.
Okay, buddy.
How did the
Watch him,
poke?
watch him turn red, guys.
How did the Pokemon thing you went to
Alright.
go? That's an interesting topic because it ties into, Chris earlier was complaining about how poorly advertised this was, and it was. I mentioned it in like the one stream I did before, today being Monday, Saturday, and Sunday. I was just gone all day playing Pokemon. There's an event, a whole thing. I'll skip over most of that because I doubt anybody cares about Pokemon. It went really, really well. That was, it did inspire me. One thing did come out of it that I thought was interesting. So, Sigil loved this, how the amount of people who have been asking for help in Fortnite and help with the boss fights and stuff like that, who don't follow up with people who accept their request for help. I'll give an example. We were doing it one time, and Finesse God, Gordon, he offered to help a bunch of people in chat, and I kid you not, 7 or 8 names immediately went into chat, and he added all of them. Oh, we got echo. And nobody followed him up on that. Nobody added him. And this is a very common thing. People just don't, get the help they need. Or they say they want to do something, but, oh, I don't have friends or whatever. But I was playing Pokemon, and this guy that I've never met before, he wanted to trade some Pokemon just to get some candies. And he's like, hey, he walked up to me. He actually talked to me. It was a crazy thing, strangers speaking to each other. And he's like, hey, do you want to trade? Because I need to get some candies. I was like, sure. And for the next half an hour, I just sat down and traded with this guy. And it was one of those real life examples of what I deal with on the internet every day, where like, if you just talk to somebody, you'd be surprised how well it goes. And I don't know. I thought there was something to be learned there.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could pull that into the Fortnite chats that we have in the Discord. There's so many people who come in and say they need help with Mythic Storm King, but they don't read up at all and
Oh
see
my
the
god.
people on the page that said they need help as well. And none of them ever get together and team up. And it's just frustrating to watch that happen.
I think I just tagged like last night or 2 nights ago. I saw 3 names in a 24-minute span, all asking for help. And I'm like, did you guys even see each other's names, or did you just ignore everything? It was unbelievable. And I just thought that was so good, though, that he kind of put himself out there, and it went great. He and I traded a bunch, got some good stuff, and it was a nice way to go about it. And then that also tied into the other thing I wanted to address, and that's because I was out for that weekend, I wasn't streaming advertising this. So I'm glad everybody could at least, find us here today. And goodbye, Lily. Does Blends have a Plains White shirt, or is it also a Minerva Heart shirt? Yeah, Benz, do you have a Minerva Heart shirt?
No, mine is plain.
That's so sad. Can we get an F in chat for not having a Minerva shirt?
I don't.
You
I
should
dropped
get
that link in chat.
the I Disagree hoodie, the premium one. It is
Oh,
the
yeah.
comfiest hoodie I own.
Right?
Kid you, it is unbelievable. I've washed it like 6 times now, and it is still soft on the inside.
So choice.
Are we plugging the merch now?
Oh, I've
Did you
already
push the
done it.
button?
It's been plugged.
I
I
am
clicked
not
it.
intentionally plugging the merch. I am just stating
No, I was asking
facts.
Beast. I saw his hand go out. I thought he was hitting that stream deck to make sure he plugged the merch.
Nightbot sleeping.
Oh,
It didn't
yeah.
even send on Twitch. What?
Oh my god,
Ah!
Beast! Oh my god,
Sub
you're
alert.
fake as
Lost
fuck.
Thunder, thank you.
Can we start the subscribe to Sig thing?
What?
Well, I'm just wondering how many subscribers I can get on a YouTube channel without having any content.
Oh, it'll happen, I'm sure. Yes, Electrics, I did. I have recent videos on my channel. You can run the command !band if anybody wants more information on that.
Tragic.
What's your opinion on most of the people wanting to trade and most of them going to scam? I don't know. I hate trading. I feel like it shouldn't be allowed in the game at all anyway. I think it can help early players. There are legitimate transactions where everybody benefits, but that is so rarely how that goes that I hate it.
I feel like being able to give higher level weapons to lower level players makes it where there are more people that cry instead of try.
Wow, you're gonna coin that?
I mean, all they do is beg for high level weapons to be able to complete something, and all they have to do is do the work. They'd have the weapons. They could.
Ira, can you link that video?
I agree with Sig completely. Like when I first started Save the World, you guys gave me an abundance of high level weapons, and then all of my missions became incredibly easy, and I got bored of the game incredibly fast because I would walk into any one of my missions and be able to solo it with literally doing no effort
Now, it's
whatsoever.
fair to say Jaffe wasn't exactly ready to be a Save the World player anyway,
No, that's absolutely true.
but this didn't help.
It gave me less motivation to get involved in the game.
Because on the contrary, I was fitted with pretty good gear right off the bat, and it never slowed me down for a second. I mean, that just made it more fun for me. Like, I was going to play the shit out of that game with or without good hardware, and it just made things easy right off the bat. You know, say what you will about Exortion, but he really did get me standing on my feet pretty early.
And
don't
Han.
I don't want to say what I will about Exortion right now.
You know, that's a good idea. And I say that, you know, if this gets back to he earns a lot of the reputation he's well earned. But we'll stay off of that
Mr.
for sure.
Skybase to fucking lag the whole server.
God, that was so long ago. So long ago. Oh my gosh. Oh. Well, I think that's a lot of the basics right off the bat. You know, we got the future lineup coming up. And Benz, did I hear correctly that you got the Model O? Are we gonna see it now that we can actually? Oh, we're twinsies! Look at that! Oh
Wow, that is a pretty
Make 'em-
mouse.
Guys,
Make 'em
guys,
kiss, make 'em
calm
kiss,
down.
make 'em
Tom
kiss.
Joe's gonna have trouble seeing this.
my God! Why?
His obsession with RGB.
Oh God!
It really is so nice. Colors are great.
It's a very clean-looking mouse. Like, yeah, it's what I described it as when I first got it was like going from a tank, which was basically my G502, which I honestly recommend to everybody. It's a fantastic mouse and it earns the 5-star reviews it's got. But it's, oh my God, once you felt lighter, it is heavy. It's a heavy mouse. It's basically twice the weight. And oh, Ben's got the ladies calling him. You know, this might be one of the first times where his mom literally was calling him. Look at this. It is his mom. Oh, that's so good. Whenever he wants to get out of anything ever, he just he says his mom's calling him. She
My mom is
actually
calling.
Oh.
Oh shit. She want to know if I wanted Wendy's. I don't want Wendy's though.
And you told her you
I
wanted a
want
double
Wendy's.
baconator.
No, I have a barbecue in my backyard and plenty of fucking meats.
Benz wants a,
Like that wank.
what is that thing called that you and me were obsessing over last year and from Wendy's? There's a maple...
The maple burger.
That's a thing?
Oh, it was so
Yeah.
good.
It was addicting, honestly. You had one, I kept going back for more.
I mean, I would be a bad show host here if I didn't. All right,
It had
mate.
Canadian maple bacon on it, smoked
Yeah.
cheddar cheese, and maple syrup on it. And it was I think it was a chicken
Crack.
burger, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Oh, and it was so good.
It was great. It was
That-
great.
Wow,
Okay.
that looks like diabetes between buns.
You would not think that it would be tasty, right? Because it's got
That's
freaking maple syrup
maple?
on it. Maple.
Ugh,
Yes.
that actually makes me
Oh, it was
sick
so
thinking about it.
It was so good.
It was
Oh.
great. It was
We're,
great.
we're talking a croissant with bacon, fried chicken, and maple syrup. That's
And
wow.
cheese. Don't forget about the smoked cheese.
That's like
Why you
chicken
have
and-
to be
chicken
mad?
and waffles.
That sounds so unhealthy. Oh my God.
Oh,
when
it
it
was.
comes- It was
Oh,
terribly
yeah.
unhealthy. But Beast,
It's
when
not
it comes
about healthy.
when it comes back, I'll order one to your house for you via treat streams, and you
Oh,
will,
yeah.
Oh,
you will know how amazing it is. Trust me.
is Wendy's even on Treat Stream? I kind of want to check into that right
It's
now.
about to be.
I mean, you
Yeah,
didn't,
better.
you didn't regret the baconator.
I think Wendy's is because I'm pretty sure I can order Wendy's for you.
All
via
right, all right.
Wendy's.
If I can, so I
Oh,
think they go
that's
through
true.
like Grubhub or something. You should avoid this app. Google's concerned it may expose you and explode. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Exposed.
Let it expose the food to my house. Is Save the World? Question mark. Dead? Question mark. That's one question. 2 question marks. It's not. Well, maybe. I don't know actually. Seeing as you know they don't want me to play right now. What do you guys? Benz, have you been playing at all?
Here and there. I honestly,
Not on there.
I've been sad.
I know, yeah, you're impacted by my banning, but I'm curious if people are, still playing the game now that it's in the state that it is. Now that
But it's a
everybody
little
has
bit-
max weapons always. I mean,
It's a little frustrating at this point with some of the updates that they've made recently.
which ones?
So like propane's auto detonating once they're down to a quarter health
Wait, that's when did that, was that just like yesterday or something?
with the update. So if a propane is hit by a trap and brought down to 25 HP, it'll auto detonate itself
So they buffed propanes.
basically.
What the fuck?
There's just a lot of things. I mean, this was only the first set of changes as well to the traps. It's about to be more.
Yeah, I think
It's-
the weaker trap tunnels gets, the less fun the game is gonna be.
Unless
Wow.
they add heroes that are able to do more damage or able to,
Now,
I don't know.
the anti-air trap does basically counter propane, but I mean, it's my understanding that that's really not the same thing, though.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't know. It is what it is. I would hope to see it get better.
I hope so too. Gaming PC, 1st of January, Raven, I love to hear it. It's impossible to avoid them now. So, propane's being buffed in that way sounds as though it's like exploding death burst, but always. I mean, propanes aren't the most common thing, but that's terrible. I mean, how do you even counter that? Other than
Fucking
anti-air
hard.
and beefy constructors. Canoe, there's no better way to improve your English than talking to people using English. I mean, look at Ira. She just goes out of her way to talk to humans, even though she hates them, and then yet her English is getting better and better.
Her English is fucking trash.
Yura's native English, isn't she?
Damn, Benz, go easy on her.
Hens.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say that.
Fucking
Those two are so
savage.
cute, flirting all the time.
Really?
Wow.
He
I saw the disappointment in his face when you said that. Like,
was
you
not even
are an
amused.
asshole.
Come
Leave me
back.
alone, oh God.
So, Jaffe, I saw you were in a call with Rosa and a couple other people for a while the other night. Were y'all playing GTA 5?
Yeah, me, Rosa, Skulls, and Panda were playing GTA 5. Skulls had to restart his character, and there was a new update for GTA 5, so we were getting Skulls some money and some XP.
Oh, that's right. He said he had to restart because he was coming from console to PC.
Yeah, and they just removed. Well, not just there was a feature in the game where you could move your character over, but they removed that of February last year.
Damn.
Yeah.
I have
So-
GTA. I'm gonna play with you guys. I don't care if you say yes or no.
No.
You don't have a choice.
They're
Yeah,
gonna
no
talk me into
choice.
GTA one way or another.
I
I'm
feel like it would
fighting
be
it hard
fun.
right now. Well, I got into Saints Row 3 and 4, but like, I feel like that's a lot of content for me. Yet everybody, GTA 5 seems to be the place to be.
I'm not gonna lie. After I heard you talking about Saints Row, I went and got the third one because I used to play that shit on console,
Yeah.
and it is fucking fun.
I
Oh,
know.
It is
The
fun.
third is super fun.
It makes
Yeah.
me enjoy it more because it's so old, honestly.
It's a great game.
Like it's so old that nobody could possibly take it seriously, but it's not a game to be taken seriously in the first place. So that just like doubles up on my ability to just kick back and enjoy it.
It's fun.
But yeah, it's a really good time, honestly.
Oh, did you take that file back out of your game, Beast?
No.
But we are not streaming
Alright.
it as of this particular
I
moment.
wonder what kind of file would be in the game.
Well, you can take all your clothes off the character, but that's just not quite enough. And this file, really.
You added a schlong?
No, Jaffe installed that one.
No, we
I did
looked
not.
everywhere for that.
Oh,
Oh,
you couldn't
Jaffe-
find one?
Jaffe looked everywhere for that.
No, Cody couldn't either. We
Could
fucking
you imagine your
scoured it.
game, like your FPS cutting in half because of all the polygons, just rendering a penis as high
Like,
HD as it could?
Start swinging back and
Mhm.
forth.
Jaffe's character just looked like a Ken doll. It was funny as fuck.
Yeah, an
I
ultra
took off
high
all my clothes.
resolution male genitalia.
I was so disappointed. I was like, why? Why?
It's so weird. So weird. I literally said I don't want Wendy's, and now they're asking me what I want from Wendy's.
Just give them an answer. Get the maple burger.
It's not.
They don't have it. It's
What?
not the season. If it was the season, you better believe it. I would have got
Tis the
two.
season to be maple burgers.
Get
It's
a
a seasonal-
baconator anyway.
I'm just gonna get spicy chicken nuggets. Fuck this shit.
Well, now I want Wendy's.
That's okay. You're allowed to be wrong.
Need to
Right,
get
me too.
sponsors. Uh-oh, Ira's just checking her watch. No, Ira, stay forever. We need you.
How is the stream going to survive without your riveting
I
comments?
miss her already.
I mean, oops.
See, this is why we weren't sure about having her be part of the podcast, anyways, because
That's
she's
true.
never here for more than 5 minutes.
And she doesn't even talk.
Gets distracted and just leaves.
Goodbye, Ira. Enjoy your
Can't accept
sleep.
your Goodbye.
Dream about us while you're gone. Wake up after an hour of trying and come back.
That's
Calling it.
But no, GTA 5, I'd totally be down to play, or Saints Row, any of them.
The reason it
down to
was
play that
brought
with you
up
guys
is
if I was capable of doing it.
I think it's half off
Soon.
right now.
Yeah, that's why it was brought up to you. No, it's more than half off. I think it was like 15. Oh yeah, it's about half off. But
How much is it?
it's
Half off of
$15
half.
right now.
Buy it. Don't be a bitch.
But
Who
what I
buy it?
recommended to
You buy
Beast is he finishes the Saints Row series, which is a lot of content, and at that point, I imagine he'll be unbanned from Save the World. So I don't know if
Yeah.
I don't know if at that point he would want to try GTA because he'll.
We should
Yeah.
fill in to the people what that like. I've been playing Saints Row off stream. That's not, it's not a secret. It's just not known. So if you ever want to catch a Saints Row stream, I'm usually in a voice call with the live button. So if you hang out in our Discord, which I can't plug because Nightbot is fucking up right now,
Do that.
yeah, it's ban and the command's not
Oh.
working. So if
Nothing's working.
do I have any mods in chat that are actually? Well, she just went to bed. Ah, shit. Can somebody link the banned video so people can see it?
I
Do I
got.
have to look for... Okay. That
Well,
works.
not you guys. You're in the fucking call here.
I am a great multitasker. How dare you insult anything else?
Why
You know,
would
I
you
can't
insult him like that?
multitask.
Insinuate anything else?
How
Why would you
could you
insinuate something like that?
to insinuate? What is that from? Oh, there's something where
copy
they
that
say
thing.
that.
There's lots of things where they say that. It's an English word.
To even insinuate. Oh, that's a quote. Oh, I'm gonna Google it. To even Oh shit. How
He
you
tried
spell
to
it?
fucking kill me.
Oh god. Oh man. I gotta find that. There was a show I was watching and they were like,
Spartacus.
whatever. No, it wouldn't have been Spartacus. I don't remember quotes from that show. Just don't worry about it. Never mind.
Images.
Hey, Livy.
Lots of images.
I'm
Spartacus
guessing
is
there's a lot of titties.
a lot. A
You're
lot.
super-
Roman
you're
times.
Super glad I showed you that show.
Yeah.
Me and Beast were
Good nice.
talking.
Good nice.
Me and Beast were talking for like 2 hours, 3 hours last night, and yeah, he was just going off about how amazing that show is. I was like, all
It was
right.
fucking brutal.
I was
too.
going off about how much I was going off. That show was amazing and really good. Like well written. Like the thing I noticed most about Spartacus was it was basically like Roman/Greek times, poetry. If you actually listen to that show, it's written almost in poem. Like the way that the words are articulated, it's I don't know, you kind of just have to see it. It's on Netflix if anybody wants to watch Spartacus. If you're not 18, then you might want to find a corner of
Watch
your
it
house to
anyway.
watch that in, because it's
If you're not 18,
not
I
a
don't
family
promote
friendly
that.
show. That's the kind of
not a-
show that's so gruesome and so they show everything that like
Visceral.
even
We
some
getting
adults
somewhere.
might not. It was funny. I asked Jessup, a friend of ours, if he had watched it, and he said he'd seen it 4 times. Wow, that's a fan of the show right there. He yells
Like
his
4
disappointment.
4 times all the way through.
Yeah. And I like the
Wow.
show because say what you will about it, like the actual events are true-ish. I mean, like there really was a gladiator uprising. Spoiler alert. Only happened 2,000 years ago. No, it's good. I don't know. You're the only streamer I watch on Twitch because YouTube chat always gets spammed. Well, it's kind of what's happening right now. Nathaniel needs some visitors on Twitch, guys. If you want to hang out and watch the podcast over there. Oh, it's so weird to call it that.
What? Watch the podcast?
Yeah, I think this will be a good regular thing, though. I don't know, to kick back once a week and just chat for a while. I think I'll, you know, Spartacus on Netflix.
Start with Spartacus Blood and Sand, I believe, is the first one, right?
Yeah, technically there are seasons, but like not really seasons. It's like chapters of history. It's kind of interesting. They have a little bit of character cast turnover, but you know when your main actor dies, IRL.
Sad.
Yeah, I felt bad about that. Yeah, the dude died of cancer between their like seasons. I was like, oh shit. All right, well.
That shit is deadly.
You know, it does kill people. I've heard that about cancer.
Thank you.
Are you sure? I don't know about that.
Basically a doctor. You play Battle Breakers? No. I only usually do it for Save the World Heroes, and as you can imagine, I'm not exactly inclined to unlock one right now.
Well, you still should try to get to level 50 in Battle Breakers for it. You
Yeah,
don't have to do anything but press play.
I know. I could do that right now, and it wouldn't even take my attention.
That's what I'm saying, because it plays itself.
Such a dumb game.
It is, but
It's-
the hero is pretty cool.
What's it do?
Skin-wise, at least. Beats me. At least I'm honest.
The only information I got was Tic Tac's recommended video, but he always puts everything in all caps and something new drops, so I don't know what the hell that means. I don't know. Tic Tac likes to get excited about the new stuff, and then I don't really know if it's good or not.
Stuff is exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Free shit.
That's what it is. Deadwood. You started
Deadwood.
talking about how Spartacus had the way it was written was very poetic and stuff.
Mhm.
Deadwood. Did you ever? I know I talked to you about it at one point.
Yeah,
in time.
you recommended
a
it, but I've
long
never
time
heard
ago.
of that. Beyond you.
Deadwood was on HBO for a while there, and it was old West Town kind of thing, Wyatt Earp days, all that, and God, what's the
with
guy's name?
humans instead of animatrons.
But
That's a Westworld
it
reference.
was written
What?
it was written very
Witten.
much in the way that like Shakespeare spoke.
It was
Written. Ugh, yeah, I can do words. I have English, I promise.
Shakespeare
yeah,
wrote
it
a
was-
lot, but I've never heard a report of him speaking.
Well, Shakespearean speech is
Joke.
it's very well written, and a lot of the characters are very well developed. I really enjoyed the shit out of that.
Mm.
If you want to binge a show for a
Miguel.
while, that one's a good one.
Yeah. Boris, welcome.
What's the guy's name that plays the main character, Seth?
Google it. Go. You got this. Quick. So the new Outlander stuns for 3 seconds with phase shift. That doesn't sound that great. I don't know. I mean, if it works on everything, that could be very powerful. Imagine, like, dashing through a smasher and then just disabling him for 3 seconds.
I think it has fire damage or something as well. That's good for the nature husks.
That's not bad at all. I mean, if it works in
along
support
those
for that.
Timothy Oliphant.
Oh, yes.
Timmy the elephant.
They
You know
named an elephant.
you know
Timmy?
who he is, right?
No, I have
Maybe.
no clue.
Timothy
elephant
Oliphant.
named-
He was the guy from Justified.
Doesn't ring a bell. I don't
Yeah,
think I've
Timothy
ever watched it.
Oliphant. Wait, was
That's
this
like-
guy? No way. If this
He
is
was
who I...
He was Agent 47 in one of the Hitman movies.
Ah, yes, this guy, chat. You know, I think he... Oh, we were just watching Die Hard 2 as one of our Christmas movies this year.
He was a bad guy in one of the
Oh
Die
my
Hard
god! And I shit you not. He was in Die Hard 2. My dad recognized someone, and my mom didn't believe him, and he paused the credits, and Timothy Oliphant, first time I'd ever heard of it was last night, and now we're talking about him again.
But
Wow.
Did you see the show Justified?
No.
Oh, he was a Texas Ranger. That was a fucking great show too.
Wow. That's hilarious, actually. I've never heard of him. I mean, I've seen him in movies. I know who he is now, but
Yeah.
Like obviously he was a really good salesman from The Office.
He
Guys,
was.
He
I
was.
have an issue.
Oh,
What's the issue?
what is it Jaffe laid on us?
I stuck a sticker to my leg hair.
Oh, that's
Now,
yeah.
now
Obviously,
it
okay, so
falls off.
obviously ripping it off is not gonna happen. I mean, that's gonna hurt too much. So, I think the best thing is to just leave it on there forever.
I think so too. Honestly, it's
Like, you're
so
not gonna want to
still
cut it
awkward.
off because then your hair will be irregular, and that's just disgusting.
What is it?
And yeah,
Get it off. Bubble gum. Put
Don't
bubble
be a
gum on it.
pussy.
yeah, bubblegum will just make it worse. He's trolling you, and then you can't just run hot water over it because then you'll be all wet. Like, I think you just need to leave it on
I think I'm just gonna leave it on.
forever.
I am now labeled with a banana sticker on my leg. All right.
I
Are
think
the
that better be
banana.
in my Snapchat inbox here soon.
I don't know about that. I'm a
For
little
God's
too
sake, add
embarrassed.
Snapchat.
Oh, I sent him videos of me singing constantly.
That's
Yeah.
something I'm happy to be off the list.
It is fucking adorable.
I send them to you. I used to send them to you quite frequently, Beast, but you don't never fucking
I
respond. to them.
am not a good replier.
I know. Sig would always respond saying that's adorable, and I was like,
That's all you need?
that's all I need is just.
Oh, I didn't think I had to actually be genuine. Okay. Well, I can just do that.
Hey, excuse you.
Whoa, what? So I got about 3 or 4 days behind my advent calendar, and this thing is great. So I'm on 15 right here.
I think you're just saving up chocolate.
Oh yeah, I'm hoarding it like a squirrel.
Squirrels hoard chocolate?
Well,
Sure. If it's
you
got
can ask
nuts in it.
Daphne about how they handle nuts.
That's not nice.
Did you know squirrels die when they have sex?
No.
What? That's
Well,
a
the-
shitty life.
The one I fucked did at least.
Oh my god.
You. How come every time? Every time. Gee, I wonder why.
So in other words,
I was
squirrels do
googling
not-
that too.
Squirrels do not handle nuts well. If you were wondering.
Jesus, you went deep.
He must have. Honestly, at that point, he was. Never mind. I was gonna say he was going deep, but it's the same concept as like, at a certain point, if you're lost in the middle of a forest, you're not really going deeper into the forest anymore. You know what I mean?
Well, you
Think
don't know
about that
where
for a
you're
second.
going.
No, I'm saying if you're in the middle of a forest, just imagine it's like a perfect circle for the sake of this. If you are going into the forest, you're going into it. But if you're in the center of it, you're going out of the forest. And that's kind of what Jaffe did with that squirrel.
You can only go halfway.
No, what I did to that squirrel is I split that fucker in two.
Jesus
That's
Christ!
all
That's
right.
what I...
That's what it seems
God
like.
damn it!
That's what it seems like.
I'm trying to tell the same story, but Jaffe's just, woo! He's just going in. Another pun.
Oh, yeah, he definitely went in.
Good night, Canoe. Squirrels don't lay eggs, so I'm like, here, wait a minute. What? Laying eggs, you guys? Are you kidding me? It's a mammal.
Don't they just push that thing out? And then it's like, hey, there's a pink little rat.
Happens
here
with most
now.
humans too. Yeah, just a slimy little thing here. Maybe it'll be smart one day.
And then we get incidents where it's like beasts, and we're like, oh, wow, we
Alright.
fucked up.
You know,
Jesus.
you are just toxic, Jaffe. Okay, you can't just be coming at my birth like that, there, bud.
Don't talk Canadian to me. Alright? We're gonna have some real words when
Hey
this
man,
is done.
hey man, you cool it there, okay? I'm gonna throw hands. We have to talk to you
I
back.
have a light.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, that's great,
What?
Ben.
I,
I might get one of those lights some days.
A light.
I mean, echidnas lay eggs, and they're mammals.
yeah, it's a light.
What the hell is an echidna?
All right.
Oh,
I thought platypus were the only ones that laid eggs.
Platypus. Isn't
Wow,
that
that's a
thing
real
with that
animal.
Flat mouth.
It's in the same family as like an armadillo.
Known as a spiny anteater. I'm learning about mammals here today. Look at this. They are in the monotrim order of egg-laying mammals. Look at me, just getting an educate over here.
They walk on 4 legs, and only the babies walk around on 2 legs.
Ah, the 4 extant species and the platypus are the only living mammals that lay eggs. I thought the platypus was the only one.
They
Wow,
lied to you.
I've been fooled.
Bamboozled, even.
I feel you Fortnite. Oh, I didn't say Fortnite was trash. I just feel like it's a shitty reason to get banned. You know, I don't know. That's one of the only things that I take away is a lot of people are misunderstanding me when they think I deserve to have not been punished. But to be the only one, or at least one of only 2 people who actually did get banned, means all of the actual offenders are fine.
All right.
And
All right.
all right.
So
Okay.
I leave for fucking 40 seconds
Okay.
to answer a phone call from my
Sure.
mother, and somehow we go from fucking squirrels to talking about Save the World again. How did you guys let this happen?
I don't see the
am
difference.
pissed.
I mean, Epic kind of split me in half with what they did recently.
Jesus Christ.
Not Jesus, Sig.
Oh my god.
Oh my. Yeah, okay.
Woo, time out. Woo. Wee woo, wee woo.
Revert?
Had
Yeah,
this conversation.
Revert. So back to Fortnite now.
I
God,
much
please
prefer
not
about
back to Fortnite.
fucking squirrels than goddamn Fortnite.
Whenever he
alright?
says Revert, we 100% stole that from when they took Siphon out of BR. Like,
That was a big revert.
I never did get reverted either. That's why the game has been trash ever since.
No. Well, they added
Oh,
a
you
game
have
mode
mad.
called Siphon, and it was really bad
Oh, sure.
because they removed all the heals from Save Battle Royale.
Yep.
Why? That's too far.
It was just a specific game mode, but yeah, no, it was atrocious because if you got fucking taken out 100 damage body shot from a sniper, you were essentially fucked. Like you had to get a kill to get that health back. And
Yeah, you are
good luck
definitely the
pushing
squirrel in that situation.
Yeah, good luck pushing someone when you've got 100 health and they've got 200. It's not a good time.
You know, Modern Warfare did this. I saw Ninja was tweeting about it, so I know that I am not alone in the feeling that, like you said, Gun Game was a really, really good, gunfights or whatever they called it. The 2v2s was great. I mean, it was totally fine. And then they just randomly had the weapons spawn on the map instead of a random loadout, and it's like, why? Why is that not a game mode? Why does that replace what was there before? I don't feel like that made it better. I don't know. I just-
Yeah, 2v2s was good. You all get the same weapon. Whoever was better won.
And now you have to, like, hunt around for the correct weapon, and it just...
Where did Gun Game come from? That was the one where you start.
That
with
was
certain
Black Ops 1, where you had
Oh,
a
yeah.
series of
That was
18 weapons,
Counter-Strike.
starting with...
Yeah.
Did Counter-Strike do that first?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you work your way through every gun all the way up to
Yep.
where you have like the knife. Or the
Let me
hatchet or
rephrase. And the first one to do it well was Black Ops 1, where you started with a... That was fun, though. I like it. Oh my god, when we were playing IW4X on Modern Warfare 2, 140 weapons. I have never had more fun playing Modern Warfare 2. That was
That was fun.
unbelievable. But those bots, you could just... I would go into the cave on Afghan and go on like 6 to 14 kill chains, and it was unbelievable.
Until
Oh,
I
that
had
was
enough
good.
of your bullshit and I started hunting you down and dying 17 times before I could actually get you.
Oh god, that was fun. I got my ass handed to me a
Was.
bit there. The ping was unreal, but it was so
You
crazy.
won every game.
Well, I didn't get my ass handed to me the whole time.
the look of consternation.
Like, bruh.
Well, we only
I would
played
be
6
up
of them,
sometime.
so if we would have played for another 3 hours, I probably would have lost one.
One.
Oh, I don't like it either, Nathaniel. I feel like I bitch about it a lot, but I don't feel unjustified when I say, like, the Modern Warfare menus, the selection is just, it's trash. I don't know. They had it right before. I don't know why they felt they needed to change it. And he's
They-
out of here. Look at him go.
They are literally going to change, and they have, as from our experience from Halo Reach, they are changing every menu possible, and I don't know why. Like every
It's all
interaction menu
gray.
is- Oh,
The
yeah,
game
no.
is all gray. Like, I don't get... that's what I don't like about it. There's no color. I mean, you have quick play, and then you have to uncheck which game modes you play. Like, okay, I get it. It's fun that you can queue multiple game modes at once and just make your own little mosh pits, but what the hell? Like, I don't know. What happened to the multiplayer and then the drop down where I can actually pick the specific game mode? You can't just, like, add a tick box to check all the ones you want to have? I don't know. It's dumb. It's dumb. Chris, I can't wait.
Instead of unchecking, you should be able to just check the ones.
Yeah, you should have no game selected by default, no quick play button, and then you just click on what you want. Modern Warfare 2, you wanted to play team deathmatch? Multiplayer deathmatch, you're live. Like, you're in.
That makes sense.
It does, and it made sense 10 years ago. Why they reinvented the wheel here, I have no idea.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
I don't know if
Crystal.
you're a huge fan of this, but I am a huge fan of how they put you in a different lobby every game.
I like that too.
Just because I get again so many different toxic players, like ones that are just constantly using rocket launchers, riot shields, that kind of stuff, and you get through that one game and you don't have to see them ever again.
Hmm.
You don't like seeing people who play just like you, Jeffy?
I played like that in Modern Warfare 2. All right, that was.
You know,
I,
I'm reading a comment here of an event that I do not recall. That was Stelly remembering the time when Jaffe was telling us how he saved a cat from a raccoon by running it over full speed.
that's true.
Oh,
that
I
happened.
do remember that. You
I
killed a
fucking smoked
raccoon
it.
to save a neighborhood cat?
Yeah, I smoked the thing with my car. I fucking
Oh
ran
my
right over my front tire.
God.
And all I heard was the thump thump, and my whole fucking car shook. And I was like, wow, all right.
Ah! That's
I
horrible!
I'm saving a cat. What did you want me to do?
Okay, that makes sense.
It was raccoon all over my car, though. Man, it was gross.
New topic? No. Jesus. Oh my God. My poor
yeah.
sister will never live down the first time she ever drove a car. Hit a rabbit. And
Oh Lord.
I will never let her forget it. I just have too
My-
much fun with that story.
My buddy's girlfriend.
And I imagine she was mortified.
Oh,
Yeah.
poor girl.
The first
So
time
funny.
my best friend's girlfriend drove a vehicle, she backed over her friend's dog.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
The poor,
She
the
didn't
wheel.
drive for 2 years after that.
No way.
100%. She was fucking mortified.
Wow.
It was
That's-
fucking awful, but it was like, wow.
First time driving, you back over your boyfriend's dog. You never live that one down.
No, it was bad.
I'd never get behind a wheel again without at least thinking of that.
That's not the first time I saved a cat from a raccoon, though. My cat was outside in my backyard, and she was fighting a raccoon. And I run out there. I was like, what am I going to do? And then I had the door open. My dog books out the house and just fucking starts chasing down this raccoon. And my dog is like football size. Like, he's a small dog. But this raccoon, I've never seen a raccoon fucking run so fast. It was so funny. Like, you know when have you ever seen a really drunk person try to run? I swear to
No.
God.
I've
I swear to
been
God,
a really
it was
drunk person trying to run.
it was like that. This fucking raccoon was like stumbling and wobbling and just fucking flew up the side of this tree and was missing branches. It was super funny. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I didn't fly up the side of a tree.
It's good. I am a hero to the neighborhood cats, as I like to call myself.
That's the silver lining here. That's the good way to look
Figured
at
out
it.
6 feet is a really long way for your face to fall before it hits pavement.
Jesus Christ, Sig.
That's just
Yeah.
mortifying.
Oh, we're gonna go with mortifying on everything now.
I don't know. You guys are horrible today. This is ridiculous. This is such a
Unreal.
negative turn. Oh my
Oh,
God.
They're 6 feet tall. Apparently, Natalie thought I was much taller than 6 feet, and I don't know where that came from.
Well, from her,
Well-
everybody looks like a skyscraper.
Well, fuck, I sent a picture of me and Natalie in the chat not too long ago, and yeah,
6
she's
feet
up
tall.
fucking-
You must be one of those
halfway up the
sky
chat.
people.
How thin is the air up there?
Someone put in chat how I proceeded to eat the hit and run raccoon. That's actually a new law in California, how you can eat roadkill.
God,
When-
what do they make
when I
these
went to
Gushers
Utah,
packets out
when-
of?
When my parents sent me to Utah, the people that worked in the place, they would do weird shit like that, like take roadkill and fucking eat it.
That is fucked.
It's disgusting.
The reason they made that law in California
Does it
was,
apply to
what I'm
humans?
told from the news was so it can help beat the homeless, I guess. So a homeless guy will just fucking come up on the side of the road, drag a dead deer off, and cook it up, I guess. I don't know.
Wow.
That's disgusting.
That's fucking disgusting, but I guess when you're homeless and starving, yeah. The
I'd
things you
rather
do.
eat my own ass.
Well, I'd rather eat your ass too, but you know.
I
Well,
used
that
to
just
work
took
at
a
a
fucking.
deer processing place, basically doing
Oh.
butcher work for hunters that would bring me deer, and I would break them all down into their respective parts and make hamburger and sausage and all that stuff.
Mhm.
And I over the 5 seasons I worked there, I know I had probably 100 deer that somebody had just hit with their truck, and they just threw it in the back of the truck and brought it to us.
Who makes a
See-
show about deer processing?
A show.
The
What's their
seasons, as
show?
in the time of the season of the year, Beast.
The
Thank you,
hunt.
Jeffy.
The issue is when you hit a deer with your car and you go to eat it, its bladder basically fucking explodes all over the meat on
Not
the inside.
necessarily.
No? In my
Not
experience,
necessarily.
that's what's always happened. I've witnessed.
Well, I mean, generally people, if they know they're going to hit the deer and they have the opportunity, they try to clip it rather than hit it full on. 'Cause
Okay, yeah.
deer will destroy the front end of a car.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's
You know,
not.
if they bring it to me and I cut it open and it's all just been mangled from being hit by the car, I'm going to be like, nope, not salvageable, sorry, and that's it.
I guess. Yeah,
Later.
no.
There you go. If you're gonna hit a deer with anything, let it be a bullet.
Yes.
And then the front of your car.
Or a Toyota minivan. Those are pretty good.
Why those?
If
Wait,
you're driving a Toyota minivan, the deer will jump right out there and just stand there and let you hit it. You don't even have to aim.
Why would you aim for it?
With a gun, you would.
Why is my
Alright,
link
now your
not?
brain fucking me.
You know, while we were on vacation, we almost hit 2 deer. Not at
Up
the same
there-
time.
And up there, deer are much larger than they are down here in South Carolina.
Very common too. In fact, we were surprised we
moose?
only saw like 2 dozen.
I've hit. Well, I've never hit a moose. I tapped a moose once.
Oh,
Fucking
yeah?
slammed on the brakes.
Is this
Kinda
gonna be
like
another
this?
story like that squirrel?
Took your hand and gave him a little tap.
No, like
I-
I wasn't
he
even
was-
driving. I was with a buddy of mine. We were in a big jacked up truck. Thank God we were in his truck, and he fucking
Who jacked
moose-
it?
lifted truck. Sorry.
Can I find
I-
that video of that moose walking next to that car?
Yeah, but yeah, fucking a moose just pops out of the ditch and he slams on the brakes and he just hardly
Oh
stopped
my
it down,
God.
tapped the moose, and we were fine.
Imagine living in Africa or some shit, driving your car and you hit a fucking rhino. What do you do then?
You die horribly, is what you.
Look
Me
at
and somebody had a
this
conversation
video
about this
stream.
in the fucking hangout about hitting. I think it was an elephant, and how fast you would need to be going to hit an elephant to kill it. And our conclusion was, if you're going fast enough to hit an elephant to kill it, you would be dead as fuck because you would have to be going about 100 miles an hour.
I recall something about that conversation.
Yeah.
I wasn't part of it. I think I was
How
just there when it
big
was
that
happening.
moose is. You hit a
Moose,
moose that
that's-
size, and you'll take out their legs, and just the whole body of that thing is going right through your windshield. I mean, that's...
Or just over the top of your car.
Do you have moose? Yes.
No, not in northern Minnesota, no. That's
You have to
they're
do
more
that.
like Alaska and Canada, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
have lots.
you live close enough.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright, you know, America's a big place, alright? I can drive a long time before getting to Jaffe. I mean
14
Canada.
hours. Oh.
Jaffe
We
Land.
have a lot of moose in where I live. Like we have a fucking at least twice a year we have a moose just come into our town and just stay here for a while. Like for last year, I think it was Christmas Day, we had a moose just fucking chilling on Main Street, just walking around all fucking day.
I'm just
So
reading
yeah, make
Chriselle.
that-
Chriselle's trying to
yeah, you can eat
hand-to-hand
moose.
fight deer.
Our
Most-
preferred
In South,
method.
in South Carolina, you could hand-to-hand fight it. These things only weigh like 120 pounds. I mean, they're not big.
Snap a neck. Call it a day.
Oh,
want pictures.
I can send this to you guys right now. So we got a quick crisp meal in chat now with a nice glass of water. Good stuff here. Let me see if I can drag this into you guys here.
It's gonna
Maybe.
be like a dead
No, it's literally what do we got here? We got a salami, or is that ham and cheese? Nice long sandwich there. Then we've got, you know,
So small.
a mysterious donut thing, and then we got 3 pizzas that are basically Natalie sized.
I would just like to say
That's
I
not a donut thing. That's a brioche bun.
Oh sure. Oh yeah, no, I
Brioche
totally. Of
bun.
I've
course.
not eaten yet today.
Fucking bread,
This
dude.
is brutal. You are torturing me.
And donuts are what if not bread?
Deliciousness.
Checkmate. Most won't 1v1 you unless you talk shit about their dumbass antlers.
Okay, then.
Jesus.
Nobody asked. He's just going on and on about 1v1ing deer. Bro, I just hang out in Rust all day long and piss off the local deer.
According to the Googles,
Oh,
a
God.
donut is not bread.
What?
It has elements of bread, but it is not bread.
Oh yeah, and you're gonna tell me that Pringles aren't cake.
What?
Bread is a staple prepared from dough, flour, and water, usually by baking. Donuts are usually fried.
Bullshit.
Oh, get fucking cooked.
No. Okay, so
Yeah.
all right, Pringles are cakes then.
Wait. Alright, so let's do the
I'll explain. It was a tax evasion method for Europe. So they had the quantity of the ingredients, the proportions of the ingredients inside of Pringles technically qualified them as mini cakes, which was a much more lenient tax hit than being classified as chips. So they got away with being cakes for like years.
Crisps.
And crisps. Fuck you. And that's how they avoided some of the worst tax laws in Britain. And then the Queen caught wind of that and was like, whoa, 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 whoa. These are not cakes. And then they redefined the laws and slapped them with some taxes.
Well then, I want to speak to the dumbass who thought that calling them cakes were a good idea.
It worked. It was just
That's really smart for
it was a
taxes,
tax classification. We know they're chips, whatever. I'm sorry, crisps in the Britons. And
Nah, those people don't matter.
I don't know. It didn't matter for a long time until they became a multi-billion-dollar industry, and they were the government was losing out on a lot of money just by taxing them improperly. Are tacos cake? No, but Aratige will fight you to the death, convincing you that it is technically a sandwich.
Taco?
A sandwich.
Mm-hmm. He wrote a whole paper, and it used to be a whole thing for him to talk about how anything between two pieces of bread is a sandwich.
But it's not between bread.
It's a tortilla.
And if
Yeah,
a tortilla isn't bread, then I don't know what is.
It's not.
What about a hard taco shell? Stop fucking playing with me.
Hey,
Those
bread
are real.
doesn't need to be, you don't need to, if you toast a bread and it becomes hard, is it then not a taco shell?
No,
isn't it?
it's not.
Taco shells
It's
are
a
made
toasted piece of bread.
It's toast.
I don't know, you guys. I'm kind of an expert on this.
Yeah, I could tell. Okay.
Self-proclaimed. I've been studying for minutes now.
So this bag of Doritos, that's bread, right?
That's so much of the internet. I've been studying this topic on Google for minutes now, and I know what I'm talking about.
How do you think I just defeated you in the bread fucking donut conversation?
I don't feel like that was a loss.
Well, you should.
L
Whoa, you put that L away.
takes the L, closes it.
Hey, do
throws
that
it
again,
in the
Benz.
pocket.
Bake
I don't
Make
know.
that L shape again.
I don't know.
Do
what
it
you're
again.
about to do.
I make the L shape.
I don't know if I
Because
want
I have it
to
on pretty
draft.
decent authority. I've tested this with a great many people via word of mouth. I know that you'll change your mind about that. But from the tip of your thumb to the end of your pointer finger is really, really an accurate representation of the length of a man's penis. Yeah, there you go. Look at that,
I
dude.
got it.
Hung like a horse. Anatomy-sized horse.
No, that's accurate. That's accurate.
Jappy holds it down like, oh shit! Look at that!
Yeah, okay, that's.
When I was
Yeah.
dating Danny, I told her that and she didn't believe me, so I showed her. And then she was like, holy shit! And then she told everybody she knew, and we got some pretty good data. And,
I have it on pretty good authority that you have tiny fucking hands.
Hey!
so-
Oh! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Time out here! This is not the... No!
We can get an accurate representation with the Model L mouse if you go to the website and get the actual size of the mouse. Yeah.
Bigger than a mouse. I'll take it.
Alright.
The mouse is like 4 inches long.
Adds 2 inches.
I have no
Very
idea.
low hurdles you're setting there.
Track 4. Left with 3.
It's a hot dog a sandwich. Yes, that was actually the thesis. That was like the main point of Ertigue's article or his paper he wrote in school, was that a hot dog is a sandwich.
Oh God.
I don't think it is according to New York.
Oh God, he's gonna fight you now.
Well, it's not me that's saying that.
That's the
It's-
thing. You can
I
read
seem to
definitions
remember-
all day, and he will, but that doesn't change how the public perceives it.
I seem to remember hearing a thing a long time ago about a similar thing to the taxes with the Pringles,
Oh yeah.
and it had to do with like hot dog cart vendors in New York City, and
What?
whether or not they were considered a sandwich cart or a specifically hot dog cart, and it had to, I don't remember.
I'm assuming
exactly
there's a
what it was.
difference in tax there then.
But it
Alright,
was yeah,
Beast.
it had something to
Right,
do with licensing laws and stuff.
I've done a little bit of math.
And we're
gonna learn about
moose
Pause the stream where you held up your hand on the Model O.
No need.
I have deciphered that your penis is about 6.5 inches.
Thank you.
I am dead serious. I fucking converted the Model O length, and then I, kind of judged how.
Extrapolated from there.
Yeah, extrapolated from there how much
Yeah.
longer his fingers were than his Model O. Yeah, it's about 6 inches long.
That is
Jeffy backed the stream up and was like, enhance.
enhance.
My next question is: are you a grower or a shower?
That's an unnecessary question to answer.
I need to know that answer.
Well, the next time you visit, we'll talk.
Oh my!
What is the L thing when you're relaxed or when the tent is all set up?
That's what my grower or shower.
Because Quick Chris is sitting there like, well, I'm at least that, so not relaxation, Oh my God, you guys. Woo! All right.
Imagination.
Took a turn.
Mm-hmm. That's one of my favorite things, though, because you tell somebody that in real life, and the first thing they do is go, oh, shit, and then they're like, oh, shit, and then they quickly hide their fingers. We see Sig
Somewhere
face?
else,
Yeah,
right?
come check them out, all covered in blood. Fake blood. YouTube, don't ban me. It's makeup. There you go. That's,
Yeah, right.
That's the worst
That's when
picture
I
of Sig.
punched him right in his mouth.
Oh, do you want a different picture of me? I'll put it.
Yes. Oh, God, it's going to be ridiculous.
Do you want
Ran-
the one in the Christmas suit?
Yes.
All right, I'll post the one in the Christmas suit.
Back to that hot dog conversation.
Oh,
We
yeah.
used to call those dirty water dogs.
Oh, why?
That is
'Cause-
beautiful.
They're literally sitting in the same water all day and night, and the water is disgusting.
That's true.
All right.
Yeah.
For anybody who has visitors at their house, what you can do is you can take hot dog water that you cooked boil the hot dog in, put it in the
I don't
freezer,
like
make
this.
ice cubes out of it. And
You're
then
disgusting.
Stop talking.
whenever someone comes over you don't like, give that. to them.
Ah! Ah!
That's gross.
Ah!
Number
God, that's
32.
so bad.
So bad.
I appreciate
I wouldn't
that,
do that to my
Pat.
worst enemy.
There. There's a couple of different pictures.
Hell yeah.
Go nuts.
Alright, there you go. You got Sig. Blocked off by my overlay a little bit. That's alright, I'm only gonna tease the chat. That's all you get. There you go. What happened to poor Sig? Nothing? Title plans for the future and more talking from a hitting raccoon calculating. Ugh. Becker, I got a video on my channel. It's not hard to find. The command's not working right now. If you just middle click Beast right under the stream, Ven's voice really does not match his face. I know. Everybody, I mean, I got so used to the way Ben's talks, and then you see him, and it's like, oh shit, I don't know what I
That's
expected.
me.
That's him. Gaffy looks identical to his profile picture, by the way.
Can confirm.
I am in fact a square giraffe with a dinosaur hat.
See, look at that. He's literally a square giraffe, but he took his dinosaur hat off. This is him hanging out with Natalie. Sig looks like the guy that goes to the gym that'll beat you up. Ugh. That's not true. Sig couldn't hurt a fly if he tried.
I mean, I could. I don't go to the gym, though.
Not my kind of thing.
Yeah, I
much
don't do
work.
exercise. That'd be way too much work. I'd have to actually move a little bit. I walked around the mall yesterday for 2 days straight, and my legs are shot.
That'll
Oh, yeah?
happen.
No, they're not. But I didn't walk for 2 or 3 weeks more than just getting around. So then 6 hours of playing Pokemon, I was like, oh my god, I had to leave early. See you, Stelly. Yeah, I think this will be a fun weekly thing. Ben's reminds you of Tom Joe. I don't know if anyone is offended by that, but I also don't really care. Dan, he's just laying it all out. Shit. You guys have like the biggest mall. You know, when it comes to the wintertime, the Mall of America is basically the only place to play Pokemon. Like we really don't have any other options, and it's a great place to play, but the variety wears a bit thin in the wintertime. Jaffe, what did you just do to yourself?
I dropped a toy car in my nuts.
All right, back up.
Oh, man.
What? How are you even in a position to be doing that? What kind of toy car do you got?
It's like you know those. Literally, it's like an inch and a half by an inch.
Matchbox car.
All right, now hold it up next to your fingers and send a picture.
In the L shape.
The L shape. You know, Jaffe, if you buy a webcam right now, it'll be here by the time our next show airs.
Or
Or,
now, hear me out. I
Okay.
could wait till Boxing Day sales.
oh, that's right, you're
fuck is that?
Canadian.
Boxing Day is the day after Christmas when everything goes on sale.
The day after Christmas, you're gonna be busy.
Why?
You season 2?
Oh, fuck me. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
Uh
We're
huh.
watching that together. I forgot about that.
Split you like a squirrel, dude. It's gonna be. I can't. That was a straight face. That's gonna be too much. That's gonna be too funny. Yeah, You season 2. So You season 1 was a show that we watched and got really, really into, and it's about it's a show about a guy who looks like he's kind of stalky / flirting with a girl who comes into his bookstore that he works at, and then he well, the way that he talks to her is really casual. They seem like they're friends and all. And then the dude stalks the hell out of her and just learns absolutely everything he can. And it's
Are
really,
you
really...
Q-tipping?
I am. My ear itched. And then, and then he just goes way too far. And it's really creepy. And then the show just develops way beyond that. He gets involved in her personal life. And then you find out about his ex-girlfriend where this seemed to happen before, and it's a whole thing. It's a
fucking
ride.
wild show.
Mm-hmm.
It was really funny because when me and Beast watched it, we didn't watch it together. I watched the entire season in one sitting. I literally didn't move. And then as soon as I finished, I suggested it to Beast, and Beast the next day did the exact same thing. He watched it in one sitting.
No, it was 2 sessions, maybe 3.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember it
Sessions
distinctly.
Same day.
I think I watched I hear what you said. I think I think I watched it I don't know, 2 or 3 episodes. It was over a day or 2 or 3, but it was knocked out pretty quick. It was just such an amazing show. And then the cliffhanger at the end was just perfect for a season 2, and I cannot wait.
Excuse me for
agree.
a second.
Okay.
But, I'm
No
also
be bitch is only podcast.
I'm extremely worried that they're gonna ruin the show.
Really?
With season 2.
I saw him type that in when he was setting up the stream, and I just let it go.
I didn't, and I just scrolled down for some reason.
It was
and I
it was
see-
right it was right when I said that earlier before we started when I was like, "Why you have to be mad? His only podcast."
No be bitch. His only podcast. Okay, scrolling back up.
Yeah, YouTube recommended is gonna hate me because I put bitch in the description. I don't even know if that's a thing. I haven't eaten a
YouTube's
Twix in
acting
forever
different. Oh, Stelly's gonna love this one.
though. He left. So he says.
You
Nah,
got
he-
to you gotta make sure you start off every stream and every video with just screaming fuck, so that new child law thing doesn't hit you.
Yeah.
So they can't demonetize you for pretending to be a child friendly video or whatever. I don't know how
Does
that
this
works.
look like a child to you?
Doesn't look child friendly.
Oh my!
Wow.
That's the face of a scary apparition you see right before you die.
No, I would never.
And the office quote dies. You guys are the worst, honestly.
I never watched that show.
You need to
Oh,
go
me
see,
either.
start it tonight, Get through like all 9 seasons, and we'll talk tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched the show, but I never joined the religion like.
How
Beast
dare
did.
you? Okay.
Beast watched it and then watched it and then watched it and then watched it and
I
probably watched it again.
And he,
I,
and he listened to it while he was sleeping.
And he watched it again.
He's at like 15.
12?
Yeah,
I
he's
tried watching
watched it 12
The
times.
Office, and then I
Oof.
walked over to my vehicle and drove my nuts over with it because I would rather do that than watch the fucking Office. It was not good.
Those must be
I mean-
saggy as fuck.
They're pretty flattened at this
You
point.
know,
but it's
Javi, I
okay.
distinctly recall you being incorrect about a certain other piece of media that we were discussing recently.
All right. I never said that's because I had never tried reading the book. All right, and then I did give it a shot, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I tried The Office. I did. I've tried it a couple times, and I've hated it.
Oh, you guys want to exclude Benz with an amazing topic? Jaffe finished Ready Player One.
I fucking listened to like 8 hours of it last night. It was fucking
Ben's already
wild.
said he's gonna get on that.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, we're not excluding him.
No, I was joking because he hadn't seen it yet. But you're gonna read the book?
I'm not gonna read it. I'm gonna listen to it. I just got distracted by some knockers.
He's gonna get the audiobook.
That's what I
Wanna
did because
see?
I don't read either, but it is. always
I'd
worth
say
it.
audiobooks are a great. You know, if ever you're gonna read a book, I'd recommend you actually read it. But I mean, you know, an
I read
audiobook
like
really.
this. I use my finger.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
so
it's-
modern. I read
Yeah,
like
like
this. I
Lord.
have a vertical screen, and then I can fit like 2 pages on it at once, and then I just sort of.
No, you're misunderstanding Beast. He's saying that as he reads, he has to point at each word with his finger.
Oh.
I lose track of, like, if it's long, I start to lose track of where I
Yeah, how
just
many
look.
inches it is? Yeah, no. So if you just highlight everything as you go, then what are we talking about?
This
you finger
brain.
read? Interesting.
I'm not a reader.
Whatever you need to do,
To
it doesn't
each
matter.
their own, but if he gets the
I'm a
audiobook
listen.
and he enjoys it, then
That's
great.
true. Yeah, the audiobook's a great way. And you know, Jaffe got through that book way faster than I think. Like,
You will enjoy it. It sucks you in really really well.
because if somebody's
And
reading
I
it,
like getting
like
sucked.
you're stuck at their pace. You know, you're not gonna get hung up on any words. You're not gonna mentally tune out. I mean, you will, but like, if somebody's reading it, that train's gonna keep moving no matter how much your attention is there. Like, and you really get the whole.
So last night when I was listening to the end of it, I was pretty fucking well falling asleep, and I kind of tuned out for about 2 minutes,
Oh dear.
and then the part where where they set
So and
off
so tries to
that
fly.
Don't spoil.
when they set off that bomb thingy,
Oh sure.
and it literally I just heard Percival say like 3 words. I'm not gonna say them because it'll ruin the book for Ben's. And I literally woke me up like right quick. I was like, "Holy shit! What just happened?" I rewinded it 2 minutes and fucking listened to it again. And that happened about 3 times last
Wow.
night. I would just fucking start falling asleep and I'd hear something crazy happen and I'd be up again. I'm like, oh my god.
It just keeps going.
Uh-huh.
When I got into that book, like really into it, it was amazing because I read like 20 pages, and then like another 20, and then I don't know, 40 one night. Then I got into the thick of it, and then 180 pages disappeared, and was like, whoa, I need to go to bed. This is so good though. And then like the rest of the 100 pages, and I was done with the book. I don't know if that math adds up, but it was something like that where I started slow. I procrastinated a lot. It took me like almost a week to get through the first few chapters, and then I just ran out of pages in 2 days.
I sat down and I read the entire thing in one sitting.
What?
You're probably a fast reader though.
I am, but
Holy.
I mean, it took overnight basically, but I just couldn't put it down. I enjoyed it, and I read the entirety of it in one run.
That's amazing. Good night,
That's
Kushel.
that's why I told you about it in the first place. I was like, oh my god, this book is really fucking good because it kept me in long enough to read the entire thing in one sitting. So
Yeah, I feel like that'd be a great way to consume a book. Like if you just one chunk every night, you know, or every time you want to read a book, you just read it in one night. I don't know if that's always
What?
possible though.
No,
but,
it's not.
yeah, that's why I sent that copy of it to you, was so that you could enjoy it too. So
And I'm so stubborn. Like if you're If you're gonna condemn me to, black ink on white pages for the entire length of a book, yeah, sending me the copy is a great way to guilt me into getting it done. And I'm glad you did. It was so good. It's amazing that I hadn't even considered. I don't know, when we were talking about a podcast, I never even thought of Chriselle, but like, we need to get him on here. I gotta DM him, work with his schedule, get him on one of
That'll
these.
happen.
Daddy Bad, I got a recent video. The Nightbot's fucking up right now.
Didn't you say Sister Beast is reading it?
Done.
She's enjoying it? Oh yeah,
We
she finished
enjoyed it.
Good.
Yeah. That's such a thing. Like, books have so much content, but then when you get to the end of it, it's like, yeah, no, it was good. You sum it up with one word. But she kept running out to me with little events that were happening, and it's just, yeah.
And squeeing at you.
No, I was talking to Jaffe about this last night, about how, like, it's an enthralling book. So to everybody who doesn't know, oh my god, we haven't even described the book. Ready Player One is about a character who, everybody on the planet is basically, not everybody on the planet, but, most of society is in VR at this point. Like, I mean, the world's gone to shit, and VR has the Oasis, which is an online, standardized thing where you can basically do whatever you want. It's like what we're doing now, but we're all in VR. And a lot happens. I mean, the creator of the Oasis dies and leaves behind a memo. Did he die? Yeah. So he dies, and his will was basically this series of Easter eggs leading to the winner of it owning the entire Oasis and his entire fortune. And that's basically the book, is everybody going through trying to find these eggs and the different series of events and friends they make along the way, and it's well made. And I like the idea that idea of a future VR world is pretty
Not
likely.
that far-fetched.
I mean, that's honestly, call me crazy, but I think that is the future. I think that's going to happen,
I mean, people talked about Second Life like that for a long time.
I really hope that the part of the book where the world is just so shitty that you want to live in VR isn't the reality.
Sure.
But I think the part where the VR becoming such a well-known thing for everyone, I think that's very possible.
I think that once we get to the stage where we have full haptic feedback suits, is going to be very strange.
I think so too, and you're gonna be, yeah. For example, like in the book, some of those main characters, they literally, fucking Parzival hadn't left his apartment for 6 months, or his house, or whatever you fucking call it, for 6 months.
What
Lived in
is
that VR chair.
what is going on in the which chat? We got a monkey trying to join our call. I'm trying to understand this. I'm not moving anybody into the call though. That's for sure. I got distracted by that pretty hard. That confused the hell out of me.
Ben's
Like-
trying to check once we started talking about the book real hard. So.
Well, I did
Huh?
say that was gonna happen.
What?
Exactly.
You staring at a screen over there
But
instead of talking.
when
about it.
Jaffe got through with the book,
Sorry.
he understood what I meant when I said how bad the movie was, and I'm feeling this is the same angle I can take with The Office, where
Now, I sent a message to Chaser last night as soon as I finished the book. I said, Chaser, I loved the Ready Player One movie, but I am about to finish the audiobook, and it is so fucking good, it has ruined the movie for me forever. But trust me, it's worth it. Highly would recommend it.
what if you'll do it?
Literally was so good that I cannot rewatch the movie, and I loved that movie. Like, I was a huge fan of it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how good the book was. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Anybody who hasn't read or listened to Ready Player One, you should look into it. It was
But,
nice.
It's kind of like the movie is a 100% different story.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still hunting for the egg, but everything is different about
I'd say it was the same story, but all of the plot devices and scenes and everything was different.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just changed all of the. I can't read. You're lying, Chris.
Like, I got a perfect example of that. In the movie, how they get the third key or whatever is the playing that game.
Mm-hmm.
in the book, right off the start, they were foreshadowing that that was going to be the case. In the movie, they just fucking breezed past the reason, like, oh, this is the reason, and just gave some bullshit excuse. And in the book, they fucking hinted at it throughout the entire book, and it was fucking phenomenal the way they did that.
Yeah. There was a lot of foreshadowing, which I really, really liked. I like the scenes in some of that stuff. Like one of the characters, they had modeled their Oasis home in like an 80s style basement. I just love that kind of stuff. The fact that in a future VR world with powerful enough systems, you could basically make your dream house and virtually live within it. Honestly.
Huh?
Could you imagine like literally sleeping with goggles on and just living inside of a mansion?
And really not moving that far from a fucking 10 by 10.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Or-
the idea are those 360 treadmills, which are already basically a thing.
Yeah.
So you could literally walk all throughout the house and just, I don't know, man. I'm excited
That
for
would be
that potential
dope.
future. But we're nowhere near there yet.
I mean, I already don't like leaving my house. So.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking cold outside. I don't want to go out there.
The touch sensitive
attacked by a
suit,
fucking
exactly.
moose.
That needs to be a thing too. But again, I think we're pretty far off. I was telling Jeffy about VR with a monitor setup like mine with 5 screens here. What if we could just put on goggles and have all of the screens be in VR? I feel like
That'd be
that's
nutty.
I feel like that's already doable, honestly, but I don't know how well it would work at all.
Not super well.
What do you mean?
Well, you've seen the fucking like VR chat and whatnot. Like that would be pretty.
People already watch movies in VR.
No, I agree, but it is still
What
pretty.
kind of
fucking-
movies?
All kinds of
Best
movies.
kind.
Benz, I know what you were hinting at. All right.
Hmm
I like movies.
We haven't watched a
Oh, I'm
movie
sure
as a
you-
group in a while.
Yeah, well,
True.
we never got that cast thing working properly.
Yeah, they kind of ruined it.
Well, there's live now in Discord.
What the
It's
hell,
true.
Chris?
We haven't explored that. See how that works.
That's I feel like very possible to do.
Well, if anything tells me from the gameplay situation we had, it's gonna turn into a
Yeah.
blocky mess pretty regularly.
That's true.
I mean, we could try it, but I want everybody's quality to be consistent.
Yeah.
Like, whenever we've used Rabbit, for example, I just, like, pull it up on my end and just sync it up.
Yeah,
'Cause
my
the quality got so bad sometimes.
yeah, my quality on Rabbit was never ever that good. No matter what I had done. So,
It was the best, though, of everything we tried.
uh-huh.
I don't know. Benz, what are you looking at there? What have you got here?
I'm trying to get this game.
Which one?
It's called Anara. Anarea. It's like a battle royale game, but I don't think it's out yet.
What? How do you hear this stuff?
The internet.
Oh, it's a Kickstarter. What?
A
So, yeah.
Kickstarter.
Supposed
a
to,
BR.
It's supposed to be released like today or something, or maybe that was just the pre-order for it or whatever. But I'm interested in giving it a shot. It looks pretty cool. It kind of looks a little bit like H1Z1, but I don't know.
So, on their Twitter, sorry for the delay. We had technical problems. Everything is ready and will be released on the 16th. That was 21 hours ago.
16th.
Today
they're
is
UK
indeed the
too.
16th. They have 3 tweets. Look at them. I don't know.
So when I looked on their Kickstarter as well, there was like 87 people who gave money, and it equaled out to 10,000 euros or something.
87 people gave 10,000 total.
That's what it equaled up to.
Wow, that's a lot of big pocket. That's an average over $100 a person, I think. Yeah.
Some people, you know.
Play save the world, bro. Wow, this dude's got his head deep in the sand. Who's that? This is Skulls. Yeah.
Yeah, what's good, boys? Some skulls.
Skulls is pissed. I'm sorry, Skulls. No, Skulls looks a little
He's
bit different.
manly.
He is. He's got a beard that'll rival Sig's. Hey,
I
Reese.
don't know about that, but okay.
Oh, here we go.
Sig does not want to give that one up.
Got some frowny faces in the call here. Tell Skulls I said hi. What?
Yo, what's going on, Reese? It's Skulls.
Damn, I'm looking kind of cute.
I ain't gonna argue with that one.
That made me think of Ira again. Could you imagine just the hell freezing over and her getting on here with a voice, with a camera?
Literally, it literally
better
would never
chance.
happen.
I was gonna say Jesus, but then we were gonna hear Sig say no Sig. You have a better chance of seeing Sig come down. Start waving.
Call him forth for the rapture.
I don't even know what that means. Hey, at least I'm honest.
Very disappointed in your education, Denz. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen,
Hey,
I got a high school diploma. That's all I give a fuck.
you gotta give him solid credit though. He knows what he doesn't know.
That's true.
It's the most important
just-
thing.
Just go ahead and go watch the movie This Is the End, and then you'll know what the rapture is.
Oh, that movie was fucked.
That movie
yeah.
is fucked, but it's so funny.
Danny McBride
Damn.
and all those like
It's got
big name
everybody
movie
famous
stars
in it.
and comedians and stuff.
Yeah, everyone famous in that movie.
Hollywood, they're throwing a party with a slew of celebrity pals. How have I never heard of this?
And the
You've
end of the
never
world
seen that movie? I'm thoroughly disappointed in you. It's fucking just so stupid, but
I
so
might
funny.
have. Did they end up in Canada with a hooker?
No.
No.
Alright, that was a different movie.
You sure that was a
What
movie?
was that?
I don't know! I just remember seeing it as a kid.
The very end of that movie was the best part of that movie.
Well, damn, I'm putting this on my
Yeah.
list.
You'll have to watch it, yeah.
You know what
I know
movie I
why.
liked? Project X.
Hell
That was
yeah.
a good movie.
I don't know why, but that shit was just funny, especially like when the ecstasy started going all over the place, and then the fat kid jumped off the roof into the bouncy house and it
I,
popped.
I told my parents if I die young, I expect instead of a funeral to have a party thrown like that for me.
I don't see that happening for you, I'm not gonna lie.
That's a good way
I-
to go.
I could absolutely see that happening for me.
You
maybe
could,
not
huh?
with all the ecstasy, but you know.
I
one
want
would
Halo
hope, one
music
would hope.
played at my funeral.
Why, you don't want a giant gnome full of ecstasy?
Well, I'd be dead as fuck, but I can't imagine my parents are gonna be able to get their hands on a bunch of ecstasy.
What do you mean? Just go meet that guy.
their childhood years. Did
Costa's got the hookup.
Well, add to my list. I never actually seen the movie. No, I have a literal list on my phone of just stuff that's growing.
Is Emma Watson? I think Emma Watson is in that movie, isn't she?
What?
Which
I'm right
one?
here.
This is the end.
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, all right. I'll put that at the top of my list. Boy, that's a star-studded cat. Look at all these people. Seth Rogen,
It's
James
got-
Franco. Oh, he's married to that one chick from the Community show. She can. Allison Brie. That's
It's-
worth a Google.
It's got everyone famous.
Jonah
in that
Hill,
movie,
Craig
like-
Robinson, Michael. These are just Rihanna, because just Rihanna. That's just who she. They just play themselves.
Michael Cera
Mhm.
slaps that chick's ass. She turns around and slaps him the fuck off.
We gotta watch this. Oh God.
Turns out in production, when that scene happened, Michael Cera actually slapped her on the ass, and she did actually slap the fuck out of him.
That wasn't scripted.
No, well, no, it was scripted, but he hit her harder than she expected, so she hit him harder than he expected, as far as I remember. But yeah, I do remember that she actually slapped the fuck out of him.
Definitely. I'm impressed that you have never seen that movie. It's fucking wild.
Yeah, I don't think I'm looking at it. I don't think I ever saw Project X.
That's a good movie too.
Yeah, I'll have to throw that on my list.
So, you didn't know the movie, but you knew that Emma Watson was in it.
Well, yeah, I was looking at it on Google.
Mm-mm. Chris knows the movie she's in before the actual movie.
I don't know.
There's
Is a true
so
fan of
many
Emma Watson.
Harry Potter movies.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fucking- I tried watching Harry Potter really bad. I couldn't get into it. I was bored.
You know, Emma Watson was not in nearly as many shows or movies as you'd think.
Really?
No.
Huh.
She's been an actress credited 23 times. That's it.
That is quite a lot compared to some actresses.
I know, for a
absolutely not.
29-year-old girl, that's basically a movie a year for her entire life. But, like, I don't know, for a name as big as Emma Watson, I just thought she'd be in more.
Mhm.
Although
love
Perks
how
of
we
Being
were
a
just-
Wallflower and Harry Potter is a pretty big outreach.
Perks of Being that was a good movie. Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yeah.
What are we
I
gonna
enjoyed
do,
that.
Reese? We're doing it. Yeah, Perks of Being a Wallflower is a kind of movie. I read that book for school. It was funny. I watched the movie, and then I read the book, and then I watched the movie again, and there was some stuff explained in that book. That has everybody here seen that?
Yeah, I have.
I have. Ben?
Benz,
What?
have you seen Perks of Being a Wallflower?
No,
You should.
I have not.
Damn it, Ben.
It's one of those classic coming of age movies
Yeah, exactly what that is.
where you watch a movie like that and you feel a little bit older at the end of it.
Oof. I don't need any more of that.
Like where the red fern grows.
And it was, I don't know, it was just a much more serious story than I thought. When I read the book, I was like, wow, I did not get a lot of that from the movie. You know, like there was a lot of flashes involving, honestly, just some woman and his family. And it turns out, like in the book, like he was being molested by his aunt. And
I did. Yeah, see, I didn't get that. in the
that
movie
was
either.
not clear in the movie at all. Even after rewatching it, after reading the book, I was like, oh, yeah, you wouldn't have gotten that.
Wow,
But
that
it
is-
explains how, like, this kid is already pretty aloof, but then his aunt just messed him up permanently. And then he just kind of falls into meeting a bunch of misfits, and it just makes for a really good tale. Sad one, really, though.
It is. Yeah, it is. But it's like.
I have to
most
say, though,
coming-of-age movies,
I learned
it's-
the song Come On Eileen from that movie. Best takeaway ever.
Come on, Eileen.
Mm.
I'm a huge
Look-
fan of that song.
I love how we were just talking about this game and now the pre-order is up. I mine.
You started something.
Link, Chris.
Like what?
Is the 3956? Is this back in stock? Mm-mm. The 3950X went out of stock right away and just has not come back.
Wow. One-time thing. They're not. They're not making new ones.
Wow.
There's probably a huge bug with it or something. And they're
Wow.
just trying to fix it.
Newegg has it in stock
Oh.
for $1,300.
Wow.
There you go. Yeah, that's people are asking me why I got the 9900K. I'm like, well, here's a whole list of reasons why I didn't get the 3950X, but even if I wanted to, I can't. It's just not available. I don't know. Benz, what are you learning?
I just bought it.
You bought it?
Huh?
He's learning that he owns it now.
Sir. I'm not playing games.
Push your mic
Alright.
back up in front of your mouth, buddy.
Hello?
Yeah. there you are.
Hello.
I like it better down here. No, I'm
Yeah,
just
where
kidding.
we can't hear you. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
This really is just a Vogue video of her. What's in the bag?
It's a Vogue.
What the hell?
Isn't that like a modeling fucking magazine or something?
Yeah. And you know what? I think she's actually a model.
See, Ben's knows stuff.
Can you believe she's 29?
Oh.
Perfect. I'm in there.
Settle
Oh,
down there,
like that,
stallion.
please.
Damn.
I could be a stallion.
You know, I want to look up that old video of mine where Emma Watson was my thumbnail on that one video. The
Stone.
the pickaxe swinging one. Because that was from a meme that Grande made, and then he retweeted it. Got her pickaxe
Is
swinging.
your Emma Watson as your Emma Stone or something like that?
It's a great video. Because this was with the revenge meme, and whenever you broke a block with that resource, it's so good.
Can you get copyrighted for showing your own content on stream?
God, I hope so. I don't know. I don't think any of my content is copyrighted.
You'd have to claim it.
Oh yeah, she
That's how
also
copyright
invented
claims work.
self-partnered. I heard about that from another podcast.
What the fuck is self-partnered?
She
I
is
helped her come up with it.
it's different than being single, but not really. She's satisfied being single, and that's it. It's
She's a
also
strong- she's a strong, independent woman. Don't need no man.
What does she mean? I'm right here.
yeah, the perfect man right there.
Ben's just thinking like she hasn't tried dating me, alright?
I'm right here. I'll fuck up your whole world.
Aptly put.
I'll mess
I'm
up
there for you,
everything.
Emma.
Why aren't you with me yet? Pack off, Benz. Oh, Crickress is fighting you with a stick. I was first. How
Is
old are you?
Chris attached?
I think
You
she
have
was
to be
10
mad.
years old when he was born.
Yeah. Back off.
You know,
Ben's
Cricker
proud
sent
of
me a
his rock
picture of his
monster.
haircut before and after. And if I do declare, it looked as though they just... It looks the same. Well, I guess it doesn't look the same. I think Crickers and I have one of the most interesting DM histories of anybody on Minerva. It's just miscellaneous pictures of food, and it's wonderful. Oh, 3G sliding in. No. He said. I wasn't gonna show it.
I think my DMs with you consist of a lot of very badly misspelled year-round.
Iran. Benz, it is you. Oh, he can't hear us. Oh, he's
I can
charging.
hear you.
Oh god, he can hear us.
I hear you.
Not here to show it on stream. I've already betrayed his trust before, and I wouldn't want to do it again.
I'm only half juice.
We're coming up on the 2-hour mark already. Can you believe that?
No.
Yeah.
I can feel my stomach eating itself.
Are you dying already on us?
Nuggets.
I woke up, I went, hopped in call, went to the insurance thing, went and showered, and started the fucking podcast.
So you didn't eat a moose in the middle of that?
No, I didn't.
What kind of Canadian are you?
I know.
You can eat
No,
your
it's-
moose roadkill nowadays.
While Jaffe was showering, my mother showed up and had pizza, and I haven't eaten it yet.
Does she make you pay for it?
Appreciate that, Slow.
No, for once.
Oh, that's right. She shows up with food and just makes you pay for it.
Well, it tells me how much I owe her. Yeah.
I
That's so
didn't
fucked up.
ask for this.
Well, now I want Wendy's. You guys really just did a number on me.
Fuck! I haven't eaten.
Jaffe's
Can we
body is
please?
just dying now. I think we should call it around 2 hours here just for our first one, and then let Jaffe go eat. I have stuff I need to do, like that movie that I hadn't heard of.
Stuff I need to do.
This is
Let's
me
go
and-
watch a movie.
Beast mom, that's something I need. To do.
Talking
Sorry,
stream? Yeah,
sorry.
basically. I don't know. It's a fun concept because we do this on stream, honestly, just anyway. You know, we just chat.
Well, we did this off stream constantly. We'll
Oh
fucking
my
randomly
God,
get a
for
call and just talk
hours.
for hours. Randomly,
And-
Beast said one day, "Hey, let's do this in podcast form." Okay.
Yeah, let's record it and then make a thing out of it. Okay, for sure. Yeah, it sounds like a great idea, bud. Imagine Epic banning you. Don't need to.
I wish they would ban me.
Yeah, that's, I don't know. It's a shitty situation. There is a silver lining with the channel growth and all that, but, oh, they actually emailed me back. It totally makes sense. Oh, there's a typo in this. I think I'm actually talking to a human. It totally makes sense for your supporters to be disappointed by this decision. I know that this is not what you wish to hear, but you will need to wait until the ban has ended in order to enjoy the game again.
Why don't you tell him, like, hey, why am I the only one banned? Like, there's fucking
Start
thousands of...
sending other links.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
just start
how
fucking
about
throwing
this
other
guy,
YouTubers
this
under the
guy,
bus.
this guy?
Like, hey, this guy's literally making constant
Oh,
videos
no,
on this fucking
don't
glitch, and you're
start-
not.
Don't start ratting other people out just because.
I kind of
No,
went off on them a little bit. I told them that this is the worst way a gaming company could handle a situation. I'm like, I've never heard of any other game where YouTubers get banned for showcasing any kind of glitches, and all this has done is turn people against Epic. Like, I told them exactly that. I'm like, there is no positive angle to you banning content creators for this shit. That there's literally nothing good that comes from that.
For your fuck up.
Mm-hmm. Like, even though I say it a million times, I get it. I should have made a video on it. But, like, that, I don't know. It still doesn't make them look good to be banning people for that. And I know I'm not alone in that opinion. But that being the case isn't going to change anything. And I don't know. I'll spend the rest of the time that I'm making videos on Fortnite kind of just quietly hating the company. Because why wouldn't I? Hey, Joel. I don't know,
Well,
but you know, I got videos planned. I will stay busy during this time. But you know, that doesn't really change anything because the communication from Epic has been limited almost entirely to their Reddit, and they've shown extreme favoritism towards certain creators anyway. So it's not like anything really changed. It's more or less confirmed what I already thought about them. And I guess that's just gonna be how things are now. It's just unfortunate that it had to go that way.
guess no more glitches.
No, I know. I don't know how I'm gonna handle that in the future. Like, if I know about a dupe glitch and I'm first to catch wind, what
Block
do I do?
that name.
Honestly, probably.
Yeah.
I remember,
Block the name and say, hey, somebody had sent me over this footage. I'm just showing.
That being said,
how it was
with
done.
how well my channel's been doing, if that continues into the future, I might not need to. Honestly. Like, if my channel's doing really, really well, and I don't need the help from a dupe glitch, then,
Fuck it.
you know, why would I risk my account again, you know? I'm not always going to be able to make 30 days worth of videos when I can't even play the game. I can do that right now. I have plans, but it's just stupid that that has to even be a conversation. Because, I mean, banning me doesn't solve anything. That might prevent me from doing it in the future, but, you know, it doesn't really. And then...
oh
what?
my god. I think I recall someone saying either in stream or in a comment section somewhere that you need to block out your name.
Oh, that's not an original idea. I've done it before, even.
Oh, have you? Okay.
The reason I didn't do it this time is I then didn't block my name in the next couple of videos I made on dupe glitches, and nothing happened. So I was like, okay.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah.
Tragic.
Yep.
Alright. Well, you guys want to call it a show, let Jaffe get some food?
I need some food.
Do you want to take a minute real quick before we end this and talk about a name?
A name?
Yeah.
For next week?
What are we going to call the podcast?
Oh.
The Adventure
Let's
of
let it
Jaffe
be more official before we really talk about it.
The Adventure
Good
of Jaffe and Friends.
I'm good with that. If I think if we want to put it to the community to give us some suggestions too, we can see about that.
Mm-hmm. I want to let Stelly continue trying his hand at it, though.
Oh, definitely. I'm enjoying that Stelly's working on something for us. But if there comes up a better suggestion, then we might have to see, you know.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Well, I'll see you stream. We'll, I guess, do this same time next week. 3 p.m. Central U.S. Call it
That's my plan.
a 2-hour show for now. it would behoove us, the four of us, to take down notes for different topics and things we should cover. Who knows what'll happen?
I never had to use mine.
You what?
I never had to use mine. I had notes.
He's a
Seriously, I
note
did.
taker.
Well,
Once
that's
we
good.
started talking about fucking squirrels, I didn't have to use notes either.
I'll keep them for
Okay.
next week.
That's a topic I know lots about.
All right. See you, stream.
Yeah, stream.
Later,
Sorry.
boys.